Welcome to Radio Heartfelt Stories, to a place where time slows down, where memories awaken, and where every word is a gentle step back into a world you may have thought forgotten. You've just tuned into Radio Heartfelt Stories, a channel where stories touch the soul and the air is filled with the soft echo of days gone by. Here, each episode is a gentle breeze from the past, carrying with it the scent of old records, fresh baked pies, warm summer evenings, and voices that once made our hearts flutter. So if this is your first time with us, welcome. If you've been with us before, welcome home. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a moment of the magic. Turn up the volume and tune your heart to the warm, comforting frequency of Radio Heartfelt Stories. And now, our story begins. Until the Tide Turns. Hawaii, 1954. The ocean was quieter at 5 a.m. Or maybe that was just how Sam Brenner preferred to remember it. The Army base still slept, save for the distant hum of a patrol jeep and the slow buzz of the tide rolling in. Sam sat on a crooked wooden bench near the old mess hall, a trumpet case at his feet, and a cigarette smoldering between his fingers. He wasn't a talker. Never had been, but he had a mind that rarely stopped speaking in thoughts, memories, regrets. He'd been stationed here 6 weeks ago, flown in from the mainland after a transfer no one asked him about and no one cared to explain. All he knew was that the Pacific was wide, the island was hot, and the base was lonely. Until her. Lily Raines. He first saw her at the base hospital, blonde, with hair always tied back in a scarf, and eyes the color of morning tea, warm but distant. She was handing out water and books to the recovering soldiers. Sam was visiting a friend from training who had broken his leg in a drill gone wrong. She offered Sam a cup of coffee. Their fingers didn't touch, but it felt like they had. "You look like someone trying not to be seen," she said. He blinked. "And you look like someone who sees too much." That was the start. They began to meet in quiet places beneath the banyan trees behind the chapel, at the edge of the motor pool late at night, near the ocean where the waves sounded like secrets. Lily was married to an officer. He was older, strict, barely spoke to her in public, and not at all in private, she once said. Sam didn't ask questions. He didn't want answers that would make things harder than they already were. They talked about books, about her dream of being a nurse in New York, about his old record collection back in Indiana, about nothing and everything. She told him once, while watching the sunset paint the sky copper, "I used to think love was supposed to feel like music, but I think maybe it's more like silence. The kind that makes you feel safe." He looked at her and nodded. That was all he ever did, listen and nod. But inside, something had cracked open. Then came the rain, a full week of it, as if the sky was trying to wash something away. On the 7th night, Lily found him near the beach. He was barefoot, shirt damp from the mist, holding a notebook. She didn't ask what was inside. She never did. "My husband's being reassigned," she said quietly. "We leave next Friday." He looked at her, then down at the ground. "I can't ask you to stay," he murmured. "And I can't ask you to come." There was a pause. the kind that says more than words ever could. "Then let's just stand here," she said, stepping closer. Until the tide turns. 40 years later, Sam Brenner sat on the same crooked bench, now older, thinner, slower. His hands, once strong and silent, now trembled slightly as he opened a worn leather journal. He read aloud. She never said goodbye. She didn't have to. Her silence was the kind you carry with you like salt in the air, or a melody that never quite fades. He closed the journal and looked out to sea. The tide was coming in, and he smiled. Thank you for listening to our story. We hope it brought back memories, or maybe even stirred something new in your heart. If you enjoyed this moment in time, please subscribe to our channel, hit like, and join us again for the next story. It'll be just as heartfelt, nostalgic, and unforgettable as this one. This is Radio Heartfelt Stories, where memories live forever.